Not only do we not know her identity 138 years later, but her unsolved murder is New Jersey's most infamous unsolved case. This young girl's life was stolen violently and her identity erased, and for 138 years, she's been simply known as the Rahway Jane Doe. We are back with Archive Dive, another mystery from history. It was a very cold morning, March 26, 1887, in Rahway, New Jersey, when four brothers, Alfred, Frank, Thomas, and Irving, would stumble across a gruesome scene. There on the side of the road near Blood Gold's Pond Creek, just off of Central Avenue, they found the body of a young woman lying in what was now a frozen pool of her own blood. It was obvious that her throat had been slit twice, and she had defensive wounds from what looked like a fierce struggle and fight. The right side of her face was severely bruised in what investigators believed was a severe beating. Close to her body was a jackknife with a tortoiseshell handle, and investigators stated that this was unmistakably the murder weapon. In the mud next to her body were what newspaper quoted as huge, end quote, footprints in the mud, a man's straw hat, and a large brown button for a man's overcoat. This young girl was believed to be in her early 20s and was described in the newspaper December 7th, 1889 as a comely fresh complexioned girl with light blue eyes and wavy brown hair. She wore 3 rings, a gold pen, a horseshoe brooch, a green cashmere dress trimmed with green feathers, and a fur cape. She also had on yellow kids' gloves, a black straw hat with red velvet trimming, and a black dotted veil, imported shoes, and was carrying a basket of eggs. A small black travel bag with women's clothes was discovered about 600 to 800 yards in the stream away from her body, which added even more confusion to investigators on the scene. Investigators noted that this did not look like a robbery attempt since she still had her rings and the brooch. She did not have any money on her person, but they didn't know if she had money before she was murdered. Investigators found themselves with an unidentified body, a gruesome scene, no known motive, or solid suspects, and thousands of people demanding accountability. It didn't take long before Rahway Jane Doe's story hit nationwide press, and thousands of people flocked to the scene to see the body of an unknown woman, hoping to identify her. The Rahway Police Department wasn't used to having such a high-profile crime case. Investigators decided the best thing to do to get this unknown woman identified was to embalm her body, dress her in original clothing, and take photographs of her and circulate them throughout the nation in hopes that someone could identify her. Her photos were even displayed at the 1887 World Fair. It is said that the Rahway Police Department still has those original photos in evidence. Because her case went nationwide so quickly, over 12,000 people were reported to have attended her funeral, filing past her coffin in hopes of getting a glimpse of the young unidentified girl. Her murder and her burial became one of the largest public spectacles of all time, but still, nobody could identify her. Investigators were inundated with possible victims that were women from Ireland,